Greetings! It is November 6th and we're working on A Marshmallow World for 15 minutes. The timer ticking is too loud, it's annoying me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and all right, so I'm going back to my teacher again, and she said when you play triplets against swing eights, the swing eight basically is a triplet. So rather than try and fit this last part of the triplet, so together, if it was straight it would go right, left, right, triplet, or 1 and triple and et, triple and et. But because we're already playing swing in the left, bum 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 bum, dun dun da 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 ba da do do da da ba da do do da da ba do. If I count that swing, triplet, 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 triplet. Swing eights are triplets, where you hold the triple, and then you play on the let. So instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and, we have triplet, triplet, triplet. So rather than 2 and, it's triplet. So the first one is ending up longer than the second one. This one is longer than the second one. Oh. So because swing is already basically a triplet, when I play this triplet, I can just play that triplet straight. Triplet, triplet. And these two can go together. I don't know if that makes any sense. And if it doesn't, ignore it and move on, because it's probably not important to you at the moment. But when it is, and you need to play a triplet over swing eights, you'll know what to do. You look for this video and see if it makes any sense. And if it doesn't make sense, look for a different video. Because everybody doesn't teach the way that everybody else understands. People have different learning styles and different teaching styles. And just because you don't understand something the teacher's saying doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It means that there's a clash between the teaching style and the learning style. And honestly, if I wanted to sit and make an instructional video on how to play triplets against swing eights, that would be more useful for everybody, because I would overlay on the screen what I'm talking about, and it would make a little more sense, hopefully. But yeah, this is not an instructional video. I'm actually just trying to practice. 1 and 2 and triple. Yeah, see? Easy peasy. Okay, let's do this again. go from here again. That was funny. Okay. What? Oh, I lost my place. I thought sometimes you can think you're playing this part in the right hand and this part in the left hand, and you think they're supposed to be at the same time, but they're at different times, and that's what just happened to me. Brain fart. I was thinking about live streaming playing Christmas music and how to title it, which is not what I should be thinking about, because I should be present with my music. I was also thinking about priorities and how I don't actually have a lot of time to practice, and how that idea that I don't have enough time to practice is technically incorrect. I have plenty of time in my week. I have as much time as anybody else. Here's the thing. I have other priorities that are more important to me than piano at this point in time. And that's important to know about yourself. And it's important to be able to acknowledge that, because the way you think about things affects how you view yourself and how you live. Okay, so if I think, oh, I don't have enough time to practice, what I'm doing is I'm living in scarcity mindset. There's not enough time. When you live in scarcity mindset, it takes you out of control. It makes it, one, so that you don't have to be responsible. Because if I just don't have enough time, that's not my fault. Whatever's not your fault, you don't have to be responsible for. So I have to correct that thinking in myself. It's not that I don't have enough time. It's that the time I have allotted to things that are important to me in different levels. And piano falls a little lower than these other things. So for instance, I have a YouTube channel. That's more important to me than the piano at this point, because learning a song in piano, I can learn a song in piano anytime. I have the skill set necessary to learn a song in piano. It's important to me to get the YouTube thing going. Almost out of time. Because my desire is to create multiple streams of passive income. And YouTube is a potential stream of passive income. That's important to me because my family is important to me. I need to take care of my family. And so however that looks, day to day, there are things that I need to do to take care of my family. I have things in the house to take care of. I have pets to take care of. We have things to take care of that will be more important than piano. I have my job, which takes up a majority of my time, but is very important. Because if I sit and I practice for 8 hours, that doesn't produce an income. Whereas, if I work for 8 hours, that produces an income. And the income is important because family is important. When you understand these things, the thought, I don't have enough time to practice, is wrong, and it's irrelevant. Actually, I have enough time to practice, and I have chosen to spend what time I have available, which was this 15 minutes, practicing. And I don't have the next several hours to practice because I will be working, and that's okay. Because at the end of the day, I've made my priorities, I know what my goals in life are, and that's what I'm striving toward. And so that's how you need to change your thinking. If you're like, I don't have enough time to practice, change your thinking. You do have time to practice. What are you prioritizing above practice? Now, I used to prioritize things like playing Minecraft and watching movies over practicing piano. I don't do those things anymore because I have too many other important things. And actually now, practicing piano is more important to me than watching movies and playing Minecraft. That's so low on the list that it doesn't even happen like once a week. It doesn't even happen like once a month because these other things are more important. And that's okay. I've chosen how to align my priorities. But if you haven't consciously decided how to align your priorities, and then you're complaining about a scarcity in time so that you can't practice, you need to align your priorities. If practice is that important to you, practice more and prioritize something else as less important than piano. But if piano is exactly where it should be in your priority list, don't complain about it. And the other thing is, I'm sitting here thinking about doing a live stream when I should be focused on what are these notes. Try as much as you can to be present in whatever you're doing and to not be thinking about other things that you need to be doing, but to be thinking about the thing you're doing right now. Because when you have undivided attention, you will have a better practice or a better whatever it is you're doing. Because if I allow thoughts of other things to cloud my thinking while I'm practicing, I'm not practicing to my best ability. I'm not being very efficient with my energy because it takes a lot of energy to worry about one thing and do something else. My energy is better spent not worrying and focusing on what I'm doing right now. So, this has turned into another instructional video, and that's okay because the YouTube channel is just as important to me or more important than practicing. And I'm okay with that. That's how I've aligned my priorities. Okay. Hello, welcome back to Practical Piano. It is November 7th and I'm practicing Christmas music again. We're doing Christmas Canon today. I have just under 15 minutes. What do I have here? Right hand plays the low chord, and then it plays the high chord. No, it plays this chord, and then it plays the high. slower. Did it? Haha. Keep that one natural, but we're going to sharp these because that just doesn't sound good. Okay. No, slow down, double check. Okay, so if you go and you try and fix a mistake a couple of times and you botch it both times, it means you're not quite thinking through what you're doing, and you need to stop and think it through. So that's what I got to do here. Couple of minutes. DSL coda. Okay, that's good. So definitely the part that I need to work on is this middle part where I slowed down a lot. Now here, for me, that's actually not physically difficult to play. What's difficult is reading 6 lines of music. It looks like 5 lines there, but there's actually 6 lines because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 2 voices. So it's technically 6 lines. Anyway, it's about, or you could call it 5 lines. that is it for our Christmas practice, November 7th. We'll have a proper practice later, which will go up as a practice session. Hello, it is November 16th, and I only have about 12 minutes to practice, so let's go straight into Marshmallow World. Okay, I'll tell you about this last measure. I really like this part, this boogie part. Dun 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 dun. It just sounds really, really groovy, but it's so short. And so when I played it for my teacher, she's like, why don't we make it longer? And so she helped harmonize this last measure. so that it blends in nicely with the start, so I can do a little repeat there. So if it sounds different than it did before, that's because it is. And it's also trickier, so that's why I'm stopping and figuring it out. Well, it's not actually trickier. What it is it's different than what I was playing before. So it feels tricky. Whoops. Yeah. Yay! Okay, so now I can generally play through the whole song, which is awesome. That's where I wanted to get to. It's not spectacular yet, but it is a very good start. I find it better, I like it better when I can go through the whole song and then polish it after. Not that I wasn't polishing on it on the way through, because it was, but I prefer to leave the micro-focusing for after I've got the big picture, because if you micro-focus in a small area before you know the entire song, you run the risk of just staying there until it's perfect, and then you've run out of time to perfect the wrong song. I'd like to have the whole thing at a matching fluency, rather than have certain parts perfect and other parts shoddy. Okay, nice. Thank you for joining me. See you in the next one.